That led to the yellow involved David Malukas. You've had a chance to see a little bit of a replay. What happened?
I mean, it's turn 7. It's a very inviting corner, and I mean, Stingray was battling with Grosjean there, and unfortunately, I kind of got collected in that. Yeah, I mean, just clipped that rear left tire. It's been unfortunate, especially that it's teammates. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. From my side, I was already halfway through the corner. Did not see him at all, and yeah, I mean, they're coming way too quick. Even if I wasn't there, he would have gone flying with Grosjean. So, I mean, it's just really unfortunate for us, but I mean, I had some sort of incident that was similar to that a lap previous with McLaughlin. It's just, yeah, I mean, nothing against Stingray. He kind of just mistimed that a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We move on.
Thank you, David.
Winner of the race last year in the Indy 500. A hard-fought day for you, but I'm sure you're ready for the one that's coming up, the Indianapolis 500, because when you pull in the tunnel, there's a giant poster of you as the defending winner. How are you excited to get things kicked off?
Yeah, I can't wait. You know, this is always a fun one, the Indy GP, you know, GMR Grand Prix. It's a fun race to kickstart the month, but obviously the big show is coming up here in a few weeks. But yeah, our day was, it's not perfect. We had a bit of a tough race. I think our car on blacks was really strong. On reds, we were struggling a bit. So yeah, it could have been a bit better, but still another top 8, another top 10, so that's solid.
If you know what, I love that smile has been on his face all week long. I think it's going to get even bigger when practice starts on Tuesday for him. It was a physical day inside the race car. Looked like you were going to finish top 6, and then what happened on the last stop?
We unfortunately had a slow final stop. I think we had a slow plug-in, so I don't know what we lost. We probably lost 7-8 seconds just trying to get that right. So I think today was probably a third-place day. You know, if we get the final stop all good, that's probably where we land when we end up 7th. You know, so it's kind of been the story of the year. You know, just not great timing on some of this stuff, but not a bad day. I told the team this is a good fighting day. It was a great fighting day with a snap-on car. Team Chevy did a fantastic job. You know, I would have been really pleased if we could have left with the 3rd, but you know, we'll take the 7th and we'll roll into, you know, the big show here and hopefully have a really, really good day.
Considering you drive for the guy who owns the speedway here, do you need a reminder of how important the next 2 weeks are at Team Penske?
Oh, no. We all know it. We all know it. But it's important to all of us. You know, the pressure's always there. I mean, but we all want to do well. I want to do well as anybody, you know, just as much as RP does. So we're ready. We're as ready as we can be. So, you know, hopefully we can get it right.
There you go, Joseph Newgarden. Solid finish today, ready to get the oval racing started, Kevin.
Solid also for field
driver Scott Dixon, who seemed to gain spots almost on every stop because you guys were running so long. But was it the start of the race, Scott, that really just put you behind for the rest of the day?
Yeah, just it's unfortunate, a complete mess. The PNC bag number 9 was super fast. You know, I think we went back to 17th on the start. We got caught up with Marcus, and then Graham spun in front when he got hit, lost his tire. Then another accident in turn 7, and then the next lap in 5. And then we just spent the whole rest of the race trying to make up spots. But 17th to 6th or something was pretty good. So if we had a caution, I think we would have been strong in the race. But congrats to Alex. It's awesome for the 10 car. And yeah, we'll keep our heads down here.
Nice rally.
Felix Rosenqvist in what was a great day for Aaron McLaren. But you got some extra steps in. It was a hot day, and then you might want to see how many you got. Where did you have to walk from? Where did the car come to a stop running out of fuel?
Yeah, I ran out straight after the finish, so I got towed back. It was definitely a bit of a sauna sitting there for like 15-20 minutes. Yeah, overall, I mean, I'm really happy for the team. Top 5 for all of us. That's insanely good. Like, that's a very rare result in IndyCar these days. So big congrats to the whole team. I thought personally wasn't super happy with how the race went. We had some stints where just lost a bit too much on the final lap on the sequence on the reds and too much drag. Otherwise, apart from that, it was a pretty good race. I think me and Alex passed each other like 6 times out there. So I was in general a bit quicker in the beginning, and then he was quicker in the end of the stint. And I think that's what got him the podium in the end. And Palou did a solid sequence there in the middle of the race as well, which leaped him up into the front. So yeah, it was good. I mean, these days are rare, but you can always be better. So.
This is an entirely different race than the Indianapolis 500, but does having a good result team-wide, does that momentum in some ways carry over for enthusiasm or anything else?
I think it does. I mean, this is a track where we've been struggling a bit in general, not in qualifying, but in the race. And I think this was, even if I wasn't super happy with how it went, lost 3 positions, it was still one of my better finishes here. And as a team, I think we never finished as well. So big credit to the team for taking that step. I feel like we're pretty strong everywhere right now. Yeah, good feeling going into the month of May. That's exactly what you want. We're going to have a long month here at the Speedway, and a lot of smiles already, I can see.
Top 5 today, and also a top.
Yesterday after qualifying, and again this morning, you told me, hey, anything but a win is a disappointing day. How do you process the 4th place finish?
Right now, I'm satisfied with the 4th. It was a tough day. The RLL 45 Hy-Vee Honda has just been quick all weekend. It wasn't as quick today, unfortunately, but to come home with 4th, there was a point in this race where I thought we weren't going to finish in the top 10 with that pace and balance of the car. So to end up 4th is a win right now, but I think we need to look at the perspective of how great performance-wise we've been all weekend, and that's the positives to take from this weekend, and we'll move on. And now we've kick-started the month of May.
Yeah. How much of a handful was the car when you were on the used reds? I mean, it seemed like you were doing everything you could to hang on. You asked the team, can we pit? Can we pit? And they had to hold you out to make a number.
Yeah, I mean, it was strange because that one set, the rears were going off, but the previous red set, I was just understeering like crazy, so I didn't really understand how we got the balance so wrong. But again, it's things we need to learn from now on, and of course it's a set that's now run the Fast 6, and we're not in the Fast 6 that often, so these are the things that we need to learn moving forward, so we'll try our best.
Diff, terrific perspective from Christian Lundgaard. Starts first, finishes 4th.
And just the first time with your new team, you do it here at Indy. From where the weekend started to where you finish up, how do you feel about that performance and results?
Yeah, man, we've always been really strong on Sundays. We just haven't really qualified well. So that's the big focus for us on the 7 car. But the fact that Aaron McLaren got 3 cars in the top 5, like that's in this field and with this competition, that's a huge testament to the organization and what we have going on here. So it's a big confidence boost and good momentum going into the most important race of the year.
In some ways, do you feel like maybe you've turned a corner? We know it's a process with the new team, but I know in the warm-up today you kind of felt like, hey, the car is turning the way I want it to turn. Are you almost there?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been there. Like I said, we've been there on Sundays all year. You know, we had a good day going in Texas. You know, we were a lap away from finishing the top 6 at Long Beach. It's just we haven't quite executed completely. But you know, the pace in the car is there. It's a really lovely race car to drive. We got to find a way to extract a little bit more performance for optimal lap time, at least on the 7 car side.
Well done today. Thank you, Alexander. What a day for Aaron McLaren. Palou Award, who has now finished 2nd 3 times this year. That may be getting old, but certainly beats the alternative. Tell me about your day today, what went right, and maybe what was missing to be able to challenge Palou.
I mean, man, hats off to them. I just think they were extremely strong today. They really were, so congrats Alex and Chip Ganassi. But for us, I mean, we're 2, 3, and 5 as a team. I think that's pretty freaking phenomenal, and you know, the guys gave us a great race car. We were kind of just running our own race today. We were there fighting with Lundgaard, and you know, between all of us teammates. But once I got in front of him, I kind of knew I just had to try and minimize the gap that I had with Alex, but I just think they were very strong today. But yeah, so we were just kind of hanging on there in the end, just trying to not destroy our reds and just bring it home. Yeah, bring some solid points.
Mid 80-degree temps with a lot of humidity, the aero screen, not a lot of airflow. How are you feeling at this point? That with a race that went green most of the way.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is one of the toughest races that we have year-round, but you know, I don't spend all those hours in the gym to be struggling. So no, I feel great.
So you get to May, it's hard not to think about the Indianapolis 500, but first you focus on the road course race. How soon do you shift, starting to think about Tuesday practice and the Indy 500?
We're ready. I mean, our 500 started a couple weeks ago at the open test, so stoked to get back on Tuesday and just, we want to make it better. We want to make it the best we can, and you know, come race day, we'll try and give ourselves that opportunity once again, and yeah, see where we stack up.
Well done. Palou Award, 2nd today, 2nd in the championship.
Boy, the strategy was crazy today. When did you know, hey, number one, the boss man, Chip Ganassi. A little sneak peek, maybe what you're bringing for the month of May, he said. So the strategy was everywhere today, Alex. When did you know you had, number one, the strategy, but number two, the car to be able to pull off the win?
Yeah, what an amazing job by the tank crew. American Legion, first win with them, so super happy. We honestly knew we had a fast car since P1 yesterday. The car's been amazing all weekend, and once we knew that we were starting on reds, I think we knew that we were going to fight for the win. So yeah, amazing work by these guys. I just had to execute.
Yeah, you told me that the month of May was not good for the 10 team last year. How determined were you to turn that around early before you get to the Oval?
Yeah, absolutely. We had an amazing test there, so it cannot be a better start than what we had so far. So tomorrow it's Ricky's birthday. I think he's going to be 35.
Is that true? Maybe, yeah?
It's an early birthday present for him.
So the boss said this is just a preview of what's to come. One driver has swept the month of May. Is that something that you feel confident that you can do?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we had the car the last 3 years, which has been close. So, yeah, we'll keep digging, and hopefully it will be our day.
Yeah, this has been such a solid year for this race team. To get the win now, do you kind of feel, I know you're focused on Indy, but this is a potential championship run?
Oh, no, I'm focused on the championship at the moment. Indy's going to come on Tuesday. So I'm super happy that we're now with the first win of the season. Last year came too late, so yeah, we're starting off with the right foot.
What a way to start off the month of May in victory lane. Alex Palou, the winner at the Indy GP, Kevin.
On road courses, and it vaults the Spaniard to the lead of the championship for the first time in 2023.